Hey everyone, I'm Almar from almarsguides.com, and this is one of my lowest level farming guides ever for Guild Wars 2. For this guide, what we're going to be farming is Vial of Weak Blood, which can be found in the human newbie area of Queensdale. The easiest way to get here is from Orchard Waypoint. You want to port there, and then you just want to head a little bit east to the river. Now, from this river, we're going to head southeast, following it all the way down where I show on the map until you hit pretty much the round area with a whole bunch of river drakes. Once you hit there, you want to turn around, go back up the river, back to where you started, and then keep following the river back and forth for this whole entire farming area. Now, in this video, we're going to be killing scales. Occasionally, we will kill a river drake or two. It depends on where we run into them. Usually, you find them at the start of the farming area and at the end of the farming area. And also, we'll be killing an occasional bandit, which sometimes aggro you whenever you're trying to kill scales or you get too close to the bandits or something like that. Now, the main thing I'd like to get across for this farming area is the scales here are extremely squishy. They're pretty much one of the squishiest mobs you'll ever fight. Pretty much at this lower level. You can see how fast my thief takes them down. Granted, I am level 80. Even at a lower level, you're going to be able to breeze through these mobs pretty damn fast. It is a lower level area, so as you could probably already guess, their intention isn't to make it difficult at all. And also, these scales don't hit very hard at all because, well, once again, it's a much lower level area. And ArenaNet's, idea and purpose of this area is for newbie players, so it's not going to be that difficult at all. It's a pretty brainless farming area, and you can actually get some pretty decent XP if you're a lower level player, looking for some experience and for levels. The main thing we're going to be getting here is off of the scales, which is a Vial of Weak Blood. They sell for about 30 copper a piece, and you'll be getting one about every 4 or 5 scale kills. Also, you're going to be getting eggs from the scales. The eggs sell for about 30 copper a piece, much like the Vial of Weak Blood, and you're going to be getting about maybe one off of every 2, maybe 3 scales. About the same amount as the Vial of Weak Blood, although they are more common. It really just depends. You're also going to be getting tiny scales, which only come from the river drakes, which you'll be once again killing at the end or beginning of this farming area. You'll also be getting, or have a chance of getting, unidentified dyes, which sell for up to 7 silver a piece. They're much more uncommon, drop off of any mob you can kill in this general area, as well as gathering via the chef nodes, the ones that require a sickle to gather from. And you're also going to be getting tattered hides, which is a salvage item off of these scale. You'll want to use a crude or basic salvage kit and salvage the tattered hides into rawhide leather sections, which you'll be able to sell for a little bit of money. And you'll also be, or actually that's mostly all of which you'll be getting throughout the farming area here. In all, you'll be making about 30 to 45 silver an hour, and if you are a lower level player, which I hope so if you're farming in this location, you'll be getting about 3 levels an hour. I mean, it is pretty slow. Once again, it is a grind. It's a farming area after all, not a leveling area, so keep that in mind. So 30 to 45 silver an hour and about 3 levels an hour, which is actually pretty good for a very low level player. Even a level 1 player can farm here, although you want to keep very much closer to Orchard Waypoint instead of running down towards where these scales are, down by, south of the village of Shaymore. Now, for Magic Find, which also increases the chance of getting good loot, I recommend you use a Blueberry Tart, which is level 5 Magic Find food. It's the lowest level Magic Find food you can use, and it's definitely going to very slightly increase the chance you have of getting some good drops. Aside from that, as mentioned earlier in the video, bandits, which you'll occasionally run into, drop bags, which you'll be able to open up, and then they also contain other goodies, such as jute scraps and a bunch of lower level crafting materials. They also contain tiny venom sacs, tiny claws, tiny scales, pretty much anything you would normally get from killing lower level mobs that have a chance of dropping trade skill items. So that's pretty much all there is to say about this farming location. I seriously highly recommend this farming location for any lower level players looking to make some extra money for gear or anything that you really need at a lower level. It definitely gets my seal of approval. Aside from that, if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, and if you'd like to see other Guild Wars 2 videos, of course, subscribe to me for future Guild Wars 2 videos. Aside from that, good luck and happy hunting as always.